Hey everyone, and welcome back to my flower Class Corvette build. I believe this is part 9 now. So just to bring you up to speed to some of the things that I've been getting up to. So the last video I had to redo the bandstand because I dropped something heavy on it. But what I've also been doing is I've just been pottering about, putting on some of the other little bits of deck furniture. So for example, things like pipe work, where are we? Just here, and some venting like this bit here. Also down the side, some of the pipe work and tubing, etc. that goes in. I also built the mechanism for the hoisting and lowering of the anchor, and the plastic set, unfortunately, this top bar here was broken and I was missing half of it, so I had to fashion something to go in. It hasn't quite set at the right angle that I wanted, but I can live with it for now. The chances are I may swap that out for a photo etched and white metal kit anyway, but we'll wait and see. The other thing I've done is on the bridge, you can see just here that I have glued in the antenna mount. Now on the Flower Class Corvette ships, from what I can see, these antennas varied in style quite a lot. On photos of HMCS Sackville, it's actually two round loops that are basically joined together at 90 degrees to each other. And on others I've seen square loops, or I've seen a kind of a block square assembly. The fitting that comes with the kit is actually quite poor, and I've been toying around with using some sort of alternative to mock something up. And what I've been playing with is I've been playing with some paperclip, which is this one here, and I've also been playing with some copper wire, brass wire that I had, and then the idea is that these would go in at 90 degrees to each other and form the antenna, and then I would glue them in place on top there. And I'm also going to look at perhaps potentially looking at maybe trying to do that in the 5mm styrene rod as well, but we'll wait and see. A couple of the other things that I've done are I've put the lifeboat mounting brackets on the upper deck. Now I had a slight problem with these in that they come with a locating pin at each end. So on the bottom of this there was a locating pin about here and one there, and the unfortunate thing was that the pins didn't actually match up with the holes in the deck. So what I did was I removed one of the pins, I just trimmed it away, and then what I did was located the pin at the back hole, and then just aligned it up with the one at the front here, and then just ran some glue along it to set it in place. A couple of other things I've done include putting on some more funnels. So these two funnels, this one I'm not entirely happy with. After setting it in place, whilst it was setting, it's decided to pull itself inwards slightly, so it's not upright. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a bit pissed. And then two at the front here as well. There are some other items that I have messed about with. I've finished making up a lot of the deck lockers which go in here, and then I'll spray those up and paint them, and then they'll be added last thing. If I just flip her round, oops. So on this side you can see that I've done pretty much the same with the pipe work and the lifeboat, and I've got the depth charge racks made up. They're not glued in place. A lot of the stuff that's here isn't actually glued in place yet, and probably won't be until I'm ready to actually do the final build. Now the problem with the depth charge racks is that the depth charge are a little bit difficult to get in, and I'm actually thinking of, I'm going to be buying the aftermarket depth charge throwers anyway, which I believe includes the racks in photo etch, so I will probably make those up to go on, mainly because, and if I show you this here, so I've done a slight modification to the depth charge thrower. See if I can get it to stand, which it doesn't want to do. It doesn't want to do it, unfortunately. So I've made a slight modification to the depth charge thrower, because all of this plastic upright here was solid all the way back to the base. So I've changed that. I've just cut some out, but there's the barrel at the top. So you've got the thrower barrel, and then you've got part of the workings on the pipe work that runs along the top just there. It's just not quite to scale, and looking at photos of some of the real life depth charge throwers, there's quite a bit of pipe work. Now I could obviously use some of this brass wire that I've got to do that, and it is possible that I might do it. I'm still undecided as to how far I'll go with that, but I might try it and see how it comes out, and if I'm happy with it, then I will use those until the for the finished product. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's how far I am. I've done a little bit of paint on the funnel. What I will say is that I've drilled the 2 holes here, which will be used to secure the rigging that stabilizes the funnel. And what I've had to do is just drill in some holes. There's one here, there's one on the other side, and then there's one just there and one on the other side, which is where I will put the yarn from the funnel down onto the deck and glue it into those, which is part of the mast and rigging for the Corvette. Talking of drilling holes, for these two I had to drill, you've got these small fine holes here, and there were 4, 2 for the funnels, and then these 2 are for the Lewis anti-aircraft mounts, and I had to drill slightly larger holes for these 2 funnels because the pins on the bottom of these funnels was larger than what they'd allowed for in the decking plate. But there you go, that's where I'm up to. I'm going to continue just doing little bits and pieces as the mood takes me, and when I've done a few more bits, I'll obviously post those on. Yeah, as you can see, she's coming along. And this month I'm going to have a look at ordering a couple of kits from the Great Little Ships range, which are the aftermarket parts. So when I get those and they come through, I'll do an unboxing and what's in the box for you. Hopefully you'll join me next time. If you do enjoy this content, please like and share and subscribe. It helps me out and it would be really great. Thanks very much. Bye.